Hey, my friends, I'm back. I was sick a little bit. I lost 36 hours. I apologize. Here I am to be with you again. Okay, about the thing you just did, the diagrams you just did, Blackish and the Modern Family episode, please, please, please remember, because we'll still do more diagramming after this. Please remember, you want to look as deeply as you can into the scene and sum it all up. Okay, not just kind of go, he walks in, he does this, he does that, she does this. Okay, and really importantly, we don't capitalize nouns, adjectives, adverbs. We capitalize verbs only. And you don't write, going back to a previous episode, but you wouldn't write Desiree, or you wouldn't write, if you remember the one where Phil was flirting with Desiree a number of weeks ago, you wouldn't write Phil is mesmerized by Desiree. That makes it passive. We don't want that. Mesmerized being in caps, we don't want that. You turn it around, you write Desiree mesmerizes Phil, and you put mesmerizes in caps. Or you write Desiree flirts in caps with Phil. Why? So you remember what character does the acting, takes the action, initiates and pursues, and what character is really an object or a receiver of the action. Okay, because the people who take the actions in drama and in sitcom drive the scene, and when you're writing scenes, you need to look for someone to take action, to step up and take action. And then you need to look for a character who can oppose the action or twist it or avoid it in some way that is its own action. Okay, noun, verb, object. All right, so let's talk about joke noting. Okay, Modern Family on guard. Remember this script? Please get it out. Please go to page 15, giving you some examples of joke noting. Okay, I'm going to just get into the scene. This is what I do in class, in person. Act 3, we're on page 15 of Modern Family on guard. Okay, hopefully you're holding the script because this will help you. Okay, we have interior Jay in Gloria's house. Day, this is Act 3, the top of the page. The three are as we left them. I'm reading from the script. Jay stops Manny from exiting. Jay says, wait, you can't retire. Manny says it's just not fun anymore. That could be a joke, but I'm not quite sure. I'm looking for the joke lines, the true joke lines. I'll keep going. Jay says, oh, it's probably just butterflies. You're going to be fine. That's not a joke line. That's some kind of setup. Look, if he doesn't want to, Gloria says, it's his decision. Jay, the hell it is. Boom. First true, for sure, absolutely verifiable joke line that requires a punchline. So what did I do? I put a check mark on it. Can you see that? I put a check mark right after the word is. The hell it is, period, check mark. That's where the audience will hopefully laugh. That's what the writers want. They know it's a joke line. They discuss it as a joke line. Everything else is kind of set up that gets the story started and pursues the action and all that, but you're looking for the joke, the crack of the snare. Okay, and that's what the hell it is. So we've had our first joke line for sure, maybe a couple others preceding that, but the first verifiable one on page 15. Gloria says he shouldn't be doing something if it makes him nervous to Manny. Manny, I support you. That's not a joke line. Okay, it's an important action that she's taking, but it's not a joke line. Manny says, I'm not nervous, I just don't want to fight a girl. Probably not a joke line. Gloria turning instantly, what? Joke line. When she gets angry about this, we can probably laugh. Okay? So I put a check on it. You might disagree, but I think I could go back and watch the episode. I think they played that for a joke. So I'm calling that 2 jokes for sure on this page. Or attempted jokes, however, whether you find them funny or I find them funny isn't quite the point. The point is that we acknowledge that the writer is trying to hit those 2 out of the park and get jokes out of it. Okay, they probably don't run the line, Gloria's following line, defeating a woman would be a mark, right after Manny says defeating a woman would be a mark on my honor, right? You see that? Okay, they probably leave a space between what and defeating a woman would be a mark on my honor. Why do they leave a space in time, a little pause there? Because that's where the audience is presumed to laugh. Okay, so if Gloria says what and Manny says defeating a woman would be a mark on my honor, if he gets there too soon, he kills our opportunity to laugh. And if we laugh, we don't hear his line, which means we start to lose setup for the next joke, which wouldn't be good for the show, right? So the way the actors will play that is what? Boom, bang. Audience laughs. Manny, defeating a woman would be a mark on my honor. Could be a joke line. I think it is because Manny says things in very romantic, chivalrous, or poetic ways. I think that would be a joke line. Okay, especially since we're talking about fencing and not, I don't know, dueling with real pistols. Okay, Gloria. So I'll put a check on that. Gloria says because the man is always superior to the woman. Manny says Gloria follows with so superior can't even finish his sentence. Badoom bang. Rimshot, definitely the word sentence is the finish of that joke. So superior, he can't even finish his sentence. Badoom bang, the audience laughs. At least 4 verifiable jokes on that page. You might think there's 5 or 6, but I would put checks on at least 4 on that page that I call, boom, joke lines. Okay, the rest to me is mostly setup. Okay, a good actor might be able to get some humor out of some of the setup lines, but they're not as necessary as getting humor out of the joke lines. Okay? That's what I mean by joke noting. I'm putting a check where I think the audience is supposed to laugh. Okay? So if we turn the page, I think I might have done it on the next page. If turn the page, Manny looks to Jay for help. Jay's been here before. Turn the page. On the top of 16, Jay says, dude, could be funny. Not sure, because I forget how it looked on screen. Gloria says, Manny, you say you're this lover of women, but if you don't compete with this girl, you show me and all women that you don't respect us. That's a pretty serious line. I don't consider it a joke line. I think she's pursuing something that matters to her. Not that a joke line wouldn't be pursuing something that mattered to you, but I don't think the audience is expected to laugh. Manny says, I'm sorry. I don't think the audience will laugh after I'm sorry. Gloria says, then take back your sword and go fight this girl like a bull. Joke line. After the word bull. Ba-doom bang. Okay, that's where your joke pause comes in. I put a check mark. See if I can get this. I put a check mark after the word bull. Okay, Manny says, I can't hear you. I consider that a joke line because suddenly she sounds like a drill sergeant or a football coach. And that's funny because it's out of context for something that we think of as relatively delicate like fencing or coming out of Gloria's mouth. Manny says, okay, his full game face restored. I think that's also a joke line. I put a check after that. I can't hear you, says Jay. I think that's a joke line. And Manny says, that's really as loud as I can go, which I think is also a joke line. So this is the way my page looks. Okay, my page 16. Got it? 4 confirmed joke lines. Does that mean that everyone at home will always laugh at those times? No. But that means the writers are really shooting for those to be the 4 biggest, most secured laughs on the page. You might get some joke line. You might get a laugh up here, and you might get a laugh down here. We're not going to go into what happens after that. But I think basically on pages 15 and 16, at least 4 for sure jokes on each page. So they're averaging in those 2 pages at least 4 jokes a page. Most people would say, or most sitcom writers would say, you need at least 3 jokes a page. The more you can get, the better. Okay, you try to get as many jokes as you can get in, but you don't. Here's a rule that I want you to remember. You don't write a joke that compromises character. Something for you to remember. Another way to phrase that is, don't sell out your character for a joke. If Manny in that scene was to say something completely contradictory to his character, it would ruin things for us because that doesn't sound like Manny. If Jay said something completely contradictory to his character from what we know of him, having watched 3 or 4 episodes of this show, if we're the viewer, then it would probably hit us the wrong way. We might laugh at that moment, but then we'd lose respect for Jay. We'd lose the integrity of that character for who we know him to be. Okay? So that's my little tip. Don't sell out your character for a joke. I think it's in Bring the Funny, but you should keep it in mind. I'm showing you joke noting in this little video because you're going to do it. I'm going to put something, I'm going to put an assignment that's going to ask you to send me some pages in which you, you're not going to do it for a whole script, but I'm going to put like a scene, 1 or 2 scenes in an assignment right now, and it's going to say, you put the check marks on the page, scan the pages, send them to me. I'm going to put them on the discussion section. If you really don't want me to show your work to other people, then you have to tell me that if you find it embarrassing. But keep in mind, this class online mirrors an in-person class where we're all just doing all this stuff in public and everybody sees it and knows it. So it doesn't really, look, if you're going to get some wrong, and we can disagree about sometimes what would get a punchline. The point is, you got to try. I want you to be sharpening your vision of what a joke is so you can identify it on the page and identify it in your own writing and know when you're doing it. Okay? A lot of the times when you write these things, just as a lot of times when I write them, When you're trying for a joke, it doesn't turn out, right? Sometimes you try to make a joke and nobody laughs. But I need to know that you're trying to make the joke. That's how I know, if you're not trying to throw a fastball, you'll never throw one. Okay? And these Modern Family scripts, these people are $1 million writers. They're all getting 7-figure salaries because they're among the best sitcom writers in Hollywood. And they basically throw, 3, 4, sometimes 5, 6 fastballs per page. So understanding that it's a rat-a-tat-tat game where you're trying to make those clear, unmistakable jokes, and then we hope that the actors can execute them, is the name of the game that we're talking about when it comes to joke noting. Joke noting. Okay? It's a lot easier when you're in person with me. Okay? So there we go. I will put an assignment online. And we'll try to do this quick because this is not going to be long. I mean, I'll give you 3, 4, 5 days. This is not a long assignment. You can probably do this in an hour, okay? And I'm also going to give you another assignment that can also take place. You can start in the next couple of days, okay? So email me your questions, not through Canvas, but to depaulg@newschool.edu. That's what I see first, and we will talk soon.